A week ago, I got a message, a picture from a fellow artist of mine. He wanted to get my opinion on the art, on the particular painting that he has just made. He was painting a different style before, like in terms of the skin color of his subject. So he now changed to a different style, recently changed, and he wanted to know if this new style that is currently on is better than the previous one. I think this happens a lot with artists, most especially when um, maybe sales have dropped, or they don't get shows, or they've not really been found yet, maybe by a gallery or collector. First question I asked him was, why do you feel the need to change the way you paint the skin of your subject? And his response was a funny one. He said, because he mentioned the name of the director of a particular gallery in the UK. Because that particular director thumbs up and liked some of the images of some of the new works he had made in this new style when he posted it on his story. And that's funny because that's just one person out of 7 billion people in the world. If you have to create works for every person that thumbs up what you're creating, uh, you'd be creating different things entirely, like different things in different styles, because people have differences, people see art differently. So the first thing I told him is, that's not a good reason to want to change your style. That's not a good reason to want to change the skin of your subject, because it just defeats the whole purpose of making art, which is why, particularly you, the artist, why do you want to make art? Why do you want to create the way you are doing? Uh, because it is you first before the world. It is you first before galleries. It is you first before collectors. So if you're going to be thinking about what a collector thinks, what the gallery thinks, what your fellow artist thinks about what you're creating, it's just going to defeat the whole purpose of the art. So I encouraged him. I was like, I understand the fact that one of the reasons why you are not, or why you're deciding to change your style right now, is one, the market, which he agreed was, and also the fact that you're not getting enough attention like you had hoped or you hoped to be getting. And I told him sometimes the lack of attention, even not sometimes, most times the lack of attention your work is not getting is not due to the fact that your work is not good enough or you're not doing something right in terms of how you create your work or the style in which your work has been made. Most times it's just because, one, the market is slow right now. Two, you've not really found, you've not gotten in the face of people who would really enjoy the kind of work that you create. So changing your style because somebody said thumbs up to your Instagram post uh, or story, or sent a love on your Instagram story for a particular piece you create, and you took that as an affirmation that yes, you're doing something right, because somebody loves it, not because you particularly enjoy. Because I know you've been creating works in your former style for a very long time, like say 2 years or 3 years. Now all of a sudden, because the market is slow, you're not getting gallery gigs like you used to. You now decide to change your style. It doesn't make any sense. It just, on the contrary, it just makes you look like you're unserious. You don't, yeah, you're unserious. One, you're unstable. Two, because whether you like it or not, galleries and collectors see through you as an artist. They see through your work. Most times, when they see an artist who is just creating for creating sake, who is creating for sales, who is actually not creating because there's a reason or there's a contest behind the work or the work's old weight, they see it. So you have to be very careful when you're changing your style. If you're changing your style because you cannot express what you want to express in your current style, perfect. That's a very, very good reason to change your style, especially also changing mediums. Yeah, but changing your style because you feel like you're not making sales or you're not getting attention enough and all of that, it just makes everybody feel like, okay, it's like you did not know what you were doing initially. You're not really connected to the kind of work you make initially. But changing it because you feel like, maybe if I use oil instead of acrylic, it will give me more time to be able to express, especially in my brush stroke, give me time to change and give me time to do one or two things differently. It makes my work a bit easier. Like that's very good reason to. Or you are changing from oil to acrylic, and maybe because you like the drying time, and it gives you time to change things also, because when it's dry you can overlap it with paint and all of that, but oil sometimes it's not forgiving when it comes to drying time, because if you paint a thicker layer underneath and you want to paint a lighter, the paint might break. Like, there are a lot of reasons for why people want to change style. And also, you have a very, very good story you want to tell. Yeah. And you feel like you can tell it in photographs, or you can tell it in music, or you can tell it in sculptures. You understand? Or you can tell it in collage, painting collage, picture collage. Then you can do that. Yeah. So, but just changing your style just for the fun of it, I don't think it's actually a very good reason. Or changing your style for the reason that you feel like the market is not really vibing to your work currently, and you want to see, I don't know. So by the time I was done talking to him about reasons for why you could change your style and reasons for why it's not a good idea to change your style, it opened his mind to a lot of things, and I felt like I should share it. Thank you.